The Vikings, notorious for their role as invaders and ruthless plunderers, but they were also bold warriors, intrepid explorers, and adept navigators. In their raids on foreign territories, Viking warriors were under the command of earls, tasked with selecting targets, ensuring military efficiency, and distributing the spoils from conquered cities and villages. While many Viking captains historically targeted merchant ships and coastal villages, returning home with wealth and slaves, some aspired to more than transient riches. These individuals dreamt of seizing land for agriculture and animal husbandry, aiming to establish lasting settlements. One of the most successful lords of the Viking era was Rollo, known as Rollo of Normandy. Rollo's birthplace remains a topic of debate, with researchers placing it between Denmark and Norway around 860 AD. The specifics of Rollo's youth remain unclear, and many of his achievements are shrouded in semi-legendary tales, akin to the renowned Ragnar Lodbrok. Sources indicate that Rollo hailed from a noble lineage, receiving formal training in combat and leading warriors into battle. Quickly rising as a promising and ambitious warlord, Rollo led invasions in the western frontier, the present-day location of France, then governed by the Kingdom of the Franks. Initial attempts at invasion proved futile as the Vikings faced defeat and expulsion. However, they returned after a few years with a formidable army, launching a devastating attack on the city of Rouen, reducing it to ruins. Recent accounts reveal that between 876 and 886, Rollo actively led and directed Viking invasions on Paris, a remarkable achievement since Paris was a formidable city, with high walls and reinforced gates. Situated on a section of land encircled by the river Seine, Paris would have required over 100 Viking ships to surround the city. In an effort to mitigate tensions with Viking invaders and safeguard his realm from the destruction, King Charles III of France, also known as Charles the Simple, started to pay increasing amounts of silver to dissuade Nordic leaders from attacking his territory. Among those leaders, Rollo accepted these tributes and forged a close relationship with King Charles. Rollo received an enticing proposal to take over land in France, enabling him to bring in additional Nordic settlers and establish a new life on more fertile land. The condition for this arrangement stipulated that Rollo and his warriors must defend the kingdom of West Francia against potential attacks from other Viking lords. Such proposals were prevalent during that era, and numerous Viking captains accepted it with little opposition. But once payment was received, they promptly returned to their ships, embarking on quests to target and extort new territories. By contrast, Rollo respected his commitment to King Charles, steadfastly defending the granted lands. He actively participated in pivotal battles, triumphing over his former Viking compatriots. As a reward for his victories and loyalty, King Charles extended the offer of his daughter, Princess Gisela, for marriage to Rollo. However, this union came with a stipulation. Rollo had to consent to baptism and embrace Christianity. This act bound him to both the royal family and the Frank kingdom. Following the officialization of the marriage, Rollo, in 911, was granted rightful possession of the Promised Lands. Consequently, in the archaic French language, the Norse people were now called Normans, and this territory became known as Normandy, signifying the land of northern men, with its capital being the refurbished city of Rouen. Despite Rollo being recognized as the Duke of Normandy, there are no existing contemporary records confirming the conferral of this title during his lifetime. Following Rollo's assumption of leadership in Normandy, there were no further attempts at Viking invasions in the region, attested to the remarkable military prowess of its newfound inhabitants. Rollo's influence continued to burgeon in the royal court, accompanied by an influx of additional Nordic settlers that contributed to the territorial expansion of Normandy. Post-Rollo's demise in 930, his progeny maintained dominion over Normandy for numerous succeeding generations. A notable descendant, William I, Rollo's great-great-great-great-grandson, achieved the conquest of England in 1066, becoming the first Norman king of England. Rollo's life stands as a testament to success, distinguishing himself by choosing the path of securing a future for his people, in contrast to the pursuit of disorder and devastation that many others embraced. Do Do you know anything else about Rollo? Let us know in the comment.